Hey, welcome back to the video. This is a paid request for DavieVids. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a Cash App and a Patreon. Links are down below in the info box. I'll get to it as soon as I can. And for those interested, feel free. Get to it as soon as I possibly can. And thank you for those interested. I really do appreciate the people that have sent them in. It's very kind of you. Really appreciate the kindness. And it could be, like I say, any type of video I'll get to as soon as I can. Now, before I start, I just noticed I'm going to add a row in case never seen. And I'm just going to put like F. Just because. So he wanted me to look into this. Again, thanks DavieVids for the request. 90 movies from the 90s tier list. So the best and worst of the 90s, I guess. And this would be tough and just where to put them on the list. That's going to be tough. Like, this, I know I've seen this now that I think about it. I just don't say I didn't see this, but now and then, Christina Ricci. But I know like the adults are barely in the film. It's more about the kids. I'm going to put it there for now, because I remember not being... It's not the worst scene ever, and I have seen it, but I just... wasn't really a favorite of mine, I would say. And let me see, like, films that really pick out that I know for certain what they would be on the list. So this may take a bit, so bear with me. But I do love these tier lists. They're very interesting to do, very different type of thing to do. They're fun, so thank you. This definitely, I still haven't watched the second sight. I have it there. Maybe I'll make a few days before Christmas. I'll just like set aside and watch that stuff. I've heard good things about the documentary, but I love the film. I've done reviews where I talked about that film for an hour or so. Saw that on VHS when it came out on VHS October 1999. Never had seen a film like that before. Got sucked in to the mythology. I thought the three actors were fantastic. I felt like the fourth member of that group, and so much of that hook, line, and sinker for me. Love the boat. It just really hit the right note at the right time. So, really love the Blair Witch Project. So that's definitely up there for me. Let's see. The Parent Trap, I don't think I ever saw. Never really cared to see it. This one I never saw. I recognize the photo. Little Children? I forget the damn name. I don't think I ever saw the Ever After. Just never cared. Let's see, is there anything else about never saw? That'd be the quickest way, first off. Ones I haven't seen. Okay. I've seen those. Well, 10 Things I might have seen one time, but I remember so little about it, I might as well put it in there. But let's see. Never Been Kissed, I didn't see. Harry, oh, Sally, I did see. Secret Garden, I never saw. Eyes Wide Shut, I've seen bits and pieces, I never saw the whole thing. Let's see. I don't think I saw that Muppet one. What? Oh, that's Romeo and Juliet. Cruel Intentions. Little Rascals. Half-Baked. The Mask. Office Space. I think that should be it. So I'm going to put this up here to get this out of the way. Just make things easier. So I haven't seen these, or I saw bits and pieces, or I saw them once I don't remember a thing about. What the hell this movie was called? That looks familiar. The Parent Trap, Secret Garden, Ever After, Never Been Kissed, Eyes Wide Shut, Muppet, Treasure Island. Alright. Now these are like going to be the all-time classics, favorites of the favorites. These are like really, really good. These are, it's pretty decent. These are or forgettable or whatever. And these are the worst of the worst. So how about the ones I think are the best or the worst? Because they'll be the easiest to point out. So for example, Demolition Man is definitely, I gotta scroll this up, definitely at the best. Definitely. I know it's coming out by Arrow Video in December, I believe. So yeah, this month. Stallone, Wesley Snipes, the way the future is and how sadly relates to our culture today, how it was able to foreshadow a lot of things happen in the culture today, the PC culture. You have exciting action sequences, great rapport between our hero and villain. Stallone is on his A game. Wesley Snipes is having a lot of fun. I love Demolition Man. From the opening where Stallone's kicking ass and well, where did I put the hostages? I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. I'll keep that in mind. Which it does for later on, with a great death, kicked at his frozen head and it explodes on the ground. Great action set piece with like the crane that grabs Stallone and then he freezes and breaks it, and then that electro gun thing and dodging it, and great fisticuffs. And then you got Sandra Bullock, which is lovely, and Dennis Leary. So much fun. The comedy, the action, the satire, it all works for me. Love Demolition Man. I can't talk about these films too long because I realize it is 90 movies, so... Okay, like, this is easily at the top. Shawshank Redemption. Drama may be one of my least interested genres. Action, horror, sci-fi are my favorites. But if you want a drama, The Shawshank Redemption is the way to do it, man. Hope, freedom. You really feel bad for Tim Robbins' character. You just want him to succeed, and when he does, there's a jump for joy. Morgan Freeman is wonderful. Stunningly beautiful music. Great cast. William Sadler, Clancy Brown. I always forget his name, the guy who played the warden. Wonderful movie. Beautifully directed by Frank Darabont. Shawshank Redemption is just fantastic. Friday, one of my favorite comedies. I watched that again recently for a commentary. Was laughing my ass off. It's Friday. Ain't got no job. Ain't got shit to do. You gotta be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off. Johnny Witherspoon, Bernie Mac, Tiny Lisa Jr., rest in peace to them. Wonderful rapport between Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. Simple, but yet very effective. I love Friday. Same with Big Lebowski, another favorite of mine. Love the Big Lebowski. Another one of my favorite comedies. Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, just the way they tiered Walter with how he's always obsessed with Vietnam and Market Zero, and I need your toe, dude. I need your toe by 10:30. Why's everybody with fucking Vietnam, Walter? Just all the little lines just being thrown at me in my mind with, come on, man, I've had a tough day, I fucking hate the Eagles, or, sorry, I wasn't listening to what you were saying. And he just said, oh, you fucking fascist. My favorite Coen Brothers movie. I love it. Quirky, creative dream sequences. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. This is what happens. You fuck a stranger in the ass. My favorite John Goodman role. Maybe my favorite Jeff Bridges role as well. I love the Big Lebowski. Let's see. Thinking what to do next. God. Thinking. Oh, man. Home Alone, I'm going to put in A. I do like the film quite a bit. I can't put it for me. I mean, Christmas Classic, sure. Although I would say I like Scrooged, maybe even Jingle All the Way more, Ernest Saves Christmas more. But I do like Home Alone. It's a lot of fun. Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern are great in it. I like Macaulay Culkin. I think, yeah, someone actually requested I re-review that sometime this month. So that and Home Alone 2. What's weird about Home Alone, I asked this before. There's that one bit where he calls the pizza delivery guy, but how did he call the guy when supposedly the phone was out of service because of the storm? That's why the family couldn't call him, but he could call to get a pizza. This is one of those that popped in my head recently, but that's a film no one expected to be such a huge hit, and it was. It was a phenomenon when it came out. And, you know, I had it on VHS tape, watched it a lot of times back in the day. I still really enjoy the film. I just can't put it in the S tier. Close, but I don't know why. I gotta put it on A. I don't know, because I can't put everything on S and A. So still a good movie. Maybe because I watched it so many times as a kid, I just don't rewatch it much nowadays because of. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you see a movie so many times that it's kind of like I don't ever have to see it again. But if I do see it, it's still a fun time. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe not. Groundhog Day I would put as an A. One of my favorite Bill Murray films. Harold Ramis, wonderful job directing. So you're God. I'm not the God. I'm a God. Again, sometimes I don't quite know myself why I don't put it to S tier. It's just some gut feeling where I really enjoy it, but I gotta put like the favorites of the favorites of the favorites. But it's still a really good movie. All the different ways that he tries to end his life, him changing his ways. It's a nice heartfelt movie at times. Still is a very funny movie at times. It's Ned Ryerson. Ned? Knocks him the fuck out. Like, Groundhog Day is a lot of fun. Let's see. God, a lot of stuff to choose from. Okay, let's try to force myself into this because it's going to be hard to choose where to put it. It's all based on gut feeling. It's hard for me to explain at times why just gut feeling. Matrix I'll put as A. No, I'll put as S. Because I saw in the theater, blew my mind. Such a iconic movie, especially of the 90s. So much fun in its creativity, its action sequences. I love the cast. I thought Hugo Weaving does a great job as the villain. Keanu Reeves worked well for that role. Lawrence Fishburne did. The soundtrack, the gun battles, like in that hallway sequence in the third act. The fight scenes are fantastic. The bullet time, just an amazing movie, especially technically. So I had to put that on S tier. Let's see. Boogie Nights I don't mind. I'll put it as a B. It's not a film I rewatch much. But actually, should I rearrange these? I don't remember where I put it on my list on my favorite films of all time, so I may get the list wrong. Um, hmm. I don't know. I may not be close, but oh well. It'll be close enough. But Booty Nights, like I don't rewatch it much, but it is a well acted movie. Even Mark Wahlberg, and it's not a film I really dive into often and don't rewatch much. But again, not a bad movie. Not a bad movie at all. I do like the film. Let's see. Three Musketeers. Honestly, I put that as a B. I do remember having fun with the movie. I do think the cast works well. Chris O'Donnell is fine, but part of me wishes it was someone else other than Chris O'Donnell as that fourth member, because the other three I think just outshine him. Sometimes I wish like Charlie Sheen, some of those characters had a little bit more meat to the bones, but Oliver Platt I remember being funny. Kiefer Sutherland was rather good. I think Rebecca De Mornay was in that. If the lady that's with Kiefer, I thought what they do, where those characters used to know each other, then what happens to her is like I forgot about that in a Disney movie. If you've seen the movie, I guess hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But I remember having some good swashbuckling moments. I mean, don't mind the song, "All for One and All for Love." Tim Curry was fun as the villain. It would have been an A, but I think I remember some pacing issues, and Chris O'Donnell, he's there, but if it was someone else, maybe bump it up. I'll put it as a B. It's still, I liked the film. Sorry about that. Well, Batman and Robin, let's just do it. You're F. Fuck Batman and Robin. Piece of shit film. Goofy, silly, stupid, terribly acted, bad credit cards, all the horse shit all around. Horrible fucking movie. Killed the franchise for a while. Arnold's puns were bad. Some good set design. That's about it. George Clooney seemed like he could not give a rat's ass playing Batman. Harry the Spy, I remember this being one of the most annoying fucking kids films I'd seen in a while, and this being just a bitchy, hateful character. I remember hating that bitch. Not the actress, but the character. Just an awful character. Awful. God, it's like, bro, which is which? This is definitely in the S tier. Love Clerks. When Tim Smith was worth a spit. Simple idea, but just the sharp dialogue and the way they interact with each other. It was so funny, un-PC. It was just wonderful to listen to these people talk to each other, which Tim Smith used to be able to do, but he can't do that anymore. He's just not the same guy. He's complete utter pussy nowadays. But back then, he has a certain raw edge to his voice, his dialogue, and I miss that Kevin Smith. I really do. Really do. Now he's just a pussy. Oh, God. Okay, Mrs. Doubtfire. I do like the film. Sometimes it gets a bit with the being very sweet. Not quite to the point of having cavities. It does, I mean, there are some fun moments to it. Sally Field does come off as rather bitchy in it. You know, the whole gimmick of dressing as a woman, but you're a man. It's not really one of my favorite things in comedy, but it's still a fun film. Robin Williams definitely gives us some heart to it. I would at least put it at a B, at least. I do like the film. It's a film I don't rewatch a whole lot, though. Other Robin Williams films like Jumanji and other stuff I do like more. But I do like the film. It's just sometimes it gets a bit too sugary sweet. At times, how I feel just comes off too much of a bitch. And but I do like Mrs. Doubtfire. Wayne's World, I definitely, if damn laptop will let me, definitely put this as an A. Love the first Wayne's World. I think Mike Myers and come on, I know his damn name. Oh my god, my brain is really freezing. Dana Carvey. They work very well together. A lot of funny, witty stuff in it. The whole point of making fun of advertisements. I think that was pretty clever. The famous Bohemian Rhapsody scene. I like Tia Carrere in the film. Rob Lowe does a good job. Quite like Wayne's World. SLC Punk has a great performance by Matthew Lillard. Remember the other things being okay? Like, I liked the film. But if it's Matthew Lillard's performance, I would put this as A. As the film itself, I'll put it at a B. I do like the film. I think Matthew is better than some of the material he's given, but I still like it. That whole bit where he finds his friend dead and he's screaming at him to wake up still is very effective. That scene would be like A S tier, but as a film, I think it's pretty good. Not a favorite of mine, but I liked it. Men in Black, I put it A tier. I think the first Men in Black is pretty damn good. Pretty damn funny. Great chemistry between Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. I like Casper. I put that as a B. Like, yeah, remember, this is like my favorites of all time. Really enjoy it, and I like it. So, I still like these films. But Casper, yeah, the uncle, some of the gross out humor can get a bit much. But Casper himself, very likable character. Christina Ricci is fine. She does not given a whole lot to do. Bill Pullman is fine as well. Some fun cameos with Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters and stuff. But overall, still decent. Little Rascals, I haven't seen this in forever. I remember being okay, like, or meh. But I haven't seen this forever. But I remember being, it's there. Better than Now and Then, but whatever. Kind of a, didn't hate the film, but kind of a whatever movie. Sandlot I liked, but I didn't grow with the film like other people did. Maybe because I don't have a big, heartfelt love for baseball. Although I love Major League. But I couldn't relate to what the kids were going through. They did a good job. Don't get me wrong, they did a good job. It's a good movie. It's just not a film I rewatch much. It's like, I liked it, but that's about it. God. Wild America. I'm just gonna say it sucks. I never gave a shit about Wild America. I mean, see, if I put out top, does that mean it's the worst? Or if I put this over, does the right mean it's the worst? Well, imagine, like, rating here, like, this is the worst. Okay. I was just like, favorite the least favorite. Yeah, I'll do it that way. So that'd be the worst. Actually, Harry the Spy I probably hate more than Batman and Robin. And probably, Wild America I think was more forgettable than Batman and Robin. Now I think about, well, no, they fucked up Batman, so I'll put it there. From Dusk Till Dawn, fuck, I'll put it S tier. It's a kick-ass vampire movie. Do they look like psychos? Psychos don't explode. When sunlight hits them, I don't give a fuck how crazy they are. Love From Dusk Till Dawn. Gotta put it up there. I really do like Independence Day. I'm gonna put it in A. I still really enjoy the film. Some of the stuff like Randy Quaid, like he's okay, but sometimes his humor is like distracts from the other parts of the film. Although his final bit is pretty fun. But I still really like Independence Day. I don't hate like other people do. I think the model work is fantastic. The cast is fun. Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman. I like the musical score. I think the musical score is very rousing and exciting. Yeah, you have those little moments like the dog going in slow motion, escaping the fire, and little moments like that. That's like okay, maybe a little bit corny watching nowadays, but a lot of Independence Day still works. It's a fun film. Sounds of the Lambs, definitely an A quality movie, well acted by Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins, Scott Glenn. Boys in the Hood, well acted. I like the film, but it's not a film I rewatch. So again, good film. I just don't rewatch a lot, and I just don't feel the need to rewatch a lot. But it is a good movie. Office Space, I think, is really funny. I'll put this around here. Just a very funny film. Like I said, I can't go in depth on it. Too many. It's just I'm already 27 minutes in. Look how much I have left. Fifth Element, I absolutely adore. Don't put that on the S tier. Visually beautiful movie. Beautiful movie, The Fifth Element. Bruce Willis is great. Austin Powers, I'm also going to put the second one here. The only one I really liked is the first one. Like the first one I'll put... the first one I actually quite liked. I'll put it in A. I think all you need was the first one. That one just felt the most energetic and clever. And the other sequels just not so much for me. The Mask, I'm going to put in a B. I like the film, but at times Eddie Murphy's. That'd be different, Eddie Murphy. But Jim Carrey sometimes gets a bit on my nerves with how over the top he's playing the mask. So at times his performance is a bit aggravating. But I still like it. Some really good special effects. Cameron Diaz is very hot. I do like Jim as Stanley Ipkiss. There's some nice creative moments as the mask, but there are times he pushes a bit too far. It's a little bit annoying. I didn't care for the whole dance number among other stuff, but a bit obnoxious. But overall, I don't mind the film. Fear and Loathing, I'll put in the A category. I don't know where. I'll put it here. My favorite Terry Gilliam film. Love the creativity of just how stylistic it's directed. I think Johnny Depp did a wonderful job playing that author, which Bill Murray played that person in Where the Buffalo Roam. This is a very unique movie in its style and its humor. Quite liked it. Oh, God. Goal Hunting I do like. I'm going to put that in the A category. Wonderful drama. Robin Williams did a fantastic job in that. Forrest Gump, people hate the film. I think it's a damn good movie. The way you like special effects and put in Forrest Gump in all these time periods, like all these points of history. I liked its heart. I like Lieutenant Dan, Gary Sinise's performance. I like Tom Hanks' performance. I still think that's a really solid film, Forrest Gump. Fight Club is a good one. Gotta put that in the A category. wonderfully directed by Fincher. Just a very creatively stylized. I appreciate creativity in movies, and Fight Club definitely fit the bill. Both Brad Pitt and Edward Norton did a wonderful job. Goodfellas, definitely, at least in the A category, at least. Yeah, I don't know where. I'm just putting them there somewhere. I don't know what order they be in. But I mean, it's Goodfellas. It's perhaps my favorite Scorsese film. Tommy Boy, I love. Uh, Billy Madison, I like. Tommy Boy is absolutely hilarious. Excellent chemistry between Chris Farley, David Spade. Billy Madison's fun. I like Happy Gilmore. I don't know if it's on this list. Yeah, it is. So I do quite like Happy Gilmore. But Billy Madison was a good start for Adam Sandler. Still a lot of fun moments in that too. Man, a lot of good comedies during that period, man. Look at this. Tommy Boy, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Wayne's World, Big Lebowski, Clerks, Friday, even films like Forrest Gump and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Office Space. What fucking comedies do we get today? Sad when you look at this. Really is. Shit. Oh, I had Good Will Hunting there twice. So good I had to be there twice. I just noticed that. Oh, God. See, suppose I hate everything, but I have more good than bad. Let's see. Truman Show I really enjoy. I don't put that in the A category. Somewhere. I don't know where. One of Jim's better performances. Really felt sorry for the character. Have its time about a person that you see 24/7, which, hell, you find that nowadays, people that stream 24/7 or close to it. And just the way this guy just been suckered into a life that he can't control, and you're hoping, like the audience within the movie, that at least some of them, that you hope he figures it out. Good balance of humor and drama. Scream, classic. Yeah, I don't know where to put this. Anyway, I remember being so impressed when I first saw the Scream 1. Really impressed by it. Great slasher film. Likeable cast. Murder mystery that kept me guessing. And I think Wes did a wonderful job with it. As did Kevin Williamson's script, to be fair. But they cast right. Good movie stream. Seven is a really good film. I'll just put it there. Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman were wonderful. Kevin Spacey, I mean, not talking about what's going on with his life nowadays, but he worked well as a killer. I love the gimmick of the Seven Deadly Sins and just how crazy the bodies looked and the effects and what state of affairs they were at, and really kept you intrigued with the mystery of what was going on, and definitely has that rainy, gritty atmosphere that worked wonders for the film. Galaxy Quest is a lot of fun. Also has a good documentary on it. Great ode to Star Trek as well. But yeah, Tim Allen, Alan Rickman, everybody did a great job in that. That's a very fun film. That you laugh a little bit more the more you know about Star Trek and the behind the scenes, with the actors and stuff. Makes it even more fun. I like Space Jam, but I can admit it's not a classic. I would put it as like a B. It's Michael Jordan. He's playing himself. Even then, he's not that great of an actor. Yes, it's more of a marketing gimmick than a movie, but I still have fun with it. It's still entertaining. Great soundtrack. I still like Michael Jordan as a player. He's a dickhead piece of shit as a person, but he's a great player. I love seeing Bill Murray in the film. I like the basketball sequences. It's still, for me, the best Looney Tunes movie out there. I like it more than Looney Tunes Back in Action. It's a fuckload better than the sequel. So I like Space Jam. Again, killer soundtrack too. The soundtrack would be like S tier, but the movie I liked it. I put it as a B. I think that's fair. Pulp Fiction gotta be at least the A tier. Some of these I wonder if I should put in the S tier as I'm looking through this. I don't want to just put everything up there in the S tier. Oh my god. Like those ones in S tier, I just really feel strongly about as the favorites of the favorites, while these others are really good. Just for some reason, I can't explain it, just can't bump it up to S tier. I can't explain it properly. But, I mean, what more can we say about Pulp Fiction? It's great. The wedding scenery is fun. I'll put that in the A. I actually don't have many issues with wedding scenery. That's a fun one. Dumb and Dumber, definitely put it up there. Great comedy. One of my favorite Jim Carrey films. Definitely put it up there. Let's see. That was the question. The Mummy, I would put up there. Very fun action adventure movie. I may thought it was a bit tad overrated, and I like the Terminator 1 more. But yes, this is at least A tier. At least. It's Terminator 2. The cast, the special effects, the action scenes, the technicality of it. Still a very well done movie. There's other movies I like more, but still a very well done movie. And again, I don't know to rank these. I'm not even going to do that anymore. It's somewhere in there. Same with Jurassic Park. I mean, one more can be said. I know I said no, and then I'm still doing it. So put that there. Let's just put that there. I don't know. I'm just fooling around. I mean, I don't know where to put all this shit. I do remember, yeah. Anyway, whatever. Go all day with that. Is there anything else on S and A? Fuck it. Encino Man, I do enjoy the film, as silly as it is. Clueless, I do remember actually quite liking the film. I haven't seen it in forever. I'm gonna go with that for now. Half-Baked, I would put as B. I don't mind the films. Not a film I rewatch much. I don't mind Half-Baked. Same with Edward Scissorhands. Decent film, but not a film I rewatch when I think of Tim Burton. It's more Sleepy Hollow, Batman, Batman Returns, Ed Wood, etc. But I don't mind Edward Scissorhands. Reservoir Dogs I liked, but there's other Tarantino films I like more. Kill Bill, Pulp Fiction, among other stuff. Georgia Jungle's fun for what it needed to be. Fargo. I do remember liking the film, but now I'm like getting confused with the TV show, the first season, which I really liked. If I watch it again, it could be A category when it's fresh in my mind. So right now, I'll just put it at B. I still like the film, but again, if I rewatch the film, it might go up to A. Fuck it. Never liked Dazed and Confused. I don't get the hype for it. I thought it was boring as shit. I never found any of it fucking funny. I know that's... I never gave a fuck about, hey, I liked all these other ones, but, you know, oh, we don't disregard all this. You hate this one, so 0 out of 10 video, whatever. You can like the film you want. I never gave a shit about Dazed and Confused. Never gave a fuck. Romeo and Juliet, don't give a fuck about this movie. People talking like William Shakespeare. Ideas that Romeo and Juliet, but the fact is modern people talking, it sounds ridiculous. Do not give a fuck. And you know what? Fuck this movie too. Fuck Point Break. One of the most overrated action films in the 90s. Never understood what people liked about this fucking film. Fast and Furious I think is better. Other action films I think are better. Speed. There ain't no Speed on the list. Why the fuck is Speed not on the list? Why the fuck is True Lies not on the list? God damn it. DavieVids, motherfucker. Where's Speed? Where's True Lies? God damn it. Where's Ninja Turtles? You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up the list. There's no In the Mouth of Madness. There's no people. Where the fuck are they? I'm just having fun, man. You fucked up, man. You have a piece of shit Point Break. That film I always thought was overrated and boring as fuck. I know no one understands it except me and my friend Afri. We're like the only ones that feel that way. Fuck Point Break. I am an FBI agent. One of Keanu Reeves' worst roles. Not the worst. That'd be like Bill and Ted Face the Music or... Okay. Of his early career, it's one of his worst roles. I'd rather watch Johnny Mnemonic. I guess if you like surfing, you'll like the movie. I don't think him and Swayze had great chemistry with each other. Never understood the love for it, man. Never understood love for it. Never did. Fuck this movie too. Thought it was overrated. I put this in the meh. I mean, it's there, but it's got some good style, but and performances to be fair. But it's never a film I care to watch. Again and again. Boondock Saints I'll put in the B category. I don't mind that. Same with Starship Troopers. It's got some fun action, but I get the satire of it, but the satire of it kind of annoys me too. Because the people we're watching are bad guys. That's kind of what it is. I mean, they're the brainwashed youth because of the world they live in. They've been brainwashed to be these killers, killing buds who may be in the right. I get that's the point of it, but it's kind of hard to root for them in these action sequences. And Casper Van Dien is not that great of an actor. He's alright in the film, but I'm not going to sit here and say he was gave a great performance, because I'd be lying. So it's more I like the eye candy and the gore. There are people like Michael Ironside and Marshall Bell. So I like the eye candy of this. Stargate, I don't mind. Kurt Russell and James Spader helped out a lot. I just wish they went to a different place, not just the fucking desert. Such a boring location. Like cool, like the first act of that film is very fascinating. Then they end up in the fucking desert, and it's just blasé location, blasé set design. Let's see. Fuck Mars Attacks. I never thought it was that good anyway. I don't think it's that good of a movie. Some good special effects, but a waste of a talented cast. Little Giants, thought it was average. Matilda, I don't remember a thing about. Kind of average film. Men in Tights is fun. I'll put that in B. I remember that being a fun movie. Saving Private Ryan, put it in B. There's other war films I prefer. It just feels overlong, and I get the idea. All these men go to save this one kid, but at the same time, it didn't seem worth it. But because so many people fucking die, like so many people fucking die for this one kid, and it's like, was this really worth it? And some of the people who died were more interesting than Matt Damon, so it kind of part of you gets pissed off that some of these other people get killed when I'm like, I'd rather have them live than Matt Damon. But there's technical aspects to it. But I prefer The Thin Red Line over it. I prefer We Were Soldiers. I prefer Hamburger Hill, Full Metal Jacket, Platoon, Casualties of War. But it's not a bad film. It's just there's films I prefer. The Craft I like. Put that in the B category. Don't love it, but I like it. Waterworld I don't think is that bad. And I don't know where to fit all this stuff. First American Pie is not that bad. The sequels is where I have more of a problem. She's All That was cute. It was a cute movie. Interview with a Vampire. I just put it here. It was there. Same with Hook. Just kind of there. I mean, I'm not a big fan of them, but at the same time, it's not downright hate. Jerry Maguire, always thought was a bit overrated. Tom Cruise gives a good performance. I don't mind the little kid. How much does a human brain weigh? I think it was one of his lines. I think the Flintstones movie sucks. Sixth Sense, it's okay, but doesn't really. Stir of Echoes I thought was better. This, remember being alright. The Titanic, I'll be fair and put it here. Just for the technical aspects and not to be on the bottom of the barrel. I'll agree that there's some really good technical aspects. But see, that's the thing though. I'm putting films in here, some that I liked, some I don't. You know what? I'm going to put. Oops. I gotta put one more category in this. D. So this is for films I don't like, but it's not the worst. So I'll put that there. Yeah, I'll put that there. This I'll put what I. I'll put. This I'll put what I. I don't fucking know, man. Whatever. Of these, how would I rank these? I'm just curious with myself. I would rank. Let's say like this is favorite to least favorite of the meh whatever movies for me. Put this here. I guess this here. Because Haley Joel Osment's good in it. Bruce Willis isn't bad. So I don't hate these movies. It's just, yeah. And this one I just think is overrated. These two I barely remember. I'll put it like that. And yeah, I'll just put this because I do think that that's the better of the four. Put it like that. Best I can. So the top I haven't seen or barely remember anything about. S tier: Demolition Man, Blair Witch Project, Shawshank, Clerks, Big Lebowski, Matrix, Friday, From Dusk Till Dawn, Fifth Element. It's impossible to put every movie from the 90s. I was kidding about that because, like, there's no cliffhanger, there's no speed. It'd be impossible to put every one on here. It's 90 movies already. We're getting to an hour already, so I'm actually thankful I'm thankful you left some out. I appreciate DavieVids, so this is actually for the better. But yeah, Demolition Man, Blair Witch, Shawshank, Clerks. These are definitely my favorites of this list. Independence Day is close to being S tier, but I'll make it A for now. I do remember really liking, fuck it. Tommy Boy, you join the S Club. Because that is such an endearingly funny movie. Tommy Boy. And fuck it. Pulp Fiction, go up to S tier. It's Pulp Fiction. You know what? Actually, because I like these other films more, but they're different. Like I like them for different reasons. I'll just leave it there. Fuck it. I'm gonna. This is what's tough is I keep changing. So you see all the A's there, the B's. This is probably where I'm going to get in hot water with people. Fargo. I do. You know what? Let's put that there. Fargo. I just feel better putting that in A. Because I do remember being some really well executed performances. William H. Macy, Steve Buscemi. Frances McDormand, I actually did like her performance. I know my friend Effrey doesn't like her performance. I like her performance. Mrs. Doubtfire. I think I'll keep these here. Reservoir Dogs. Waterworld, I don't think is as bad as people made it out to be. God, that's tough. The Interview with the Vampire I didn't mind, but at the same time, it's not a film I really gravitate to rewatch much of. Same with Sixth Sense. I reviewed that a few months ago. I don't hate the film. It's just once you know the twist, it's kind of like, okay, I know the twist, and now it's like whatever. Show me the money. That got old so quick. I remember everyone was saying, "Show me the money." I got so fucking tired of hearing that shit. But I do remember Tom Cruise giving a good performance with, was it Renee Zellweger? I remember them being good together. But God, the show me the money. I'll just put that in for now. Of how I feel now is a subject. It's always subject to change, but that's how I feel right now. And this is probably one that's going to get people pissed. Days of Confused, yeah. Point Break. These are the two that are going to be pissed. And this bottom line, man. Some movies gotta be on there, and I never liked Days of Confused. I never understood the hype for it. I watched it and went, what's so fucking good about this movie? Hated the way they did the Romeo and Juliet. Point Break, one of the most overrated action films in the 90s. This, I thought, was an overrated comedy. I thought, those comedies up there, I thought were much funnier than this. Do I hate it, though? I don't really hate the film. I think it's overrated. I do remember Matt Dillon being funny at times and Ben Stiller. I'll say I don't hate the film. So that would be a C. I'll put this in C, to be fair. Yeah. Point Break I don't like. Mars Attacks I don't like. Flintstones I don't really like. So, okay. Well, that's my list for now. For the few people that watch this, see how heated people get. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.